It was 3:58 a.m. when my phone buzzed. Half asleep and tangled in sheets, I reached for it, expecting maybe a wrong number or some late-night alert. Instead, it was a text from my wife. Something came up. I'll explain later. No context. No details. Just that. At first, I shrugged it off. She had gone out with friends earlier. A rare girls' night she'd been excited about for weeks. I trusted her. She'd earned that. But the timing, the vagueness, the sheer simplicity of those 4 words twisted my stomach. Minutes later, frantic pounding shattered the silence. It wasn't a polite knock. It was desperate, trembling, like someone trying to force their way in. My heart jumped. I ran to the door, expecting maybe the police or a stranger. But when I opened it, there she was, hair disheveled, makeup smeared, eyes wide with panic. "Open the door! Please, just open it," she gasped, voice shaking. I stepped aside, bewildered, as she stumbled in, clutching her phone like a lifeline. I tried to ask what had happened, but she didn't answer. She locked the door behind her, double-checked the latch with trembling hands, then turned to me, pale and terrified, whispering words I never expected. For a moment, I thought I'd misheard. "Who?" I asked, tried to catch up, my mind spinning. But the fear in her eyes, wide, frantic, glassy, told me she wasn't making it up. She paced, gripping her phone so tightly her knuckles turned white. I didn't mean for this to happen," she stammered. "He just wouldn't stop texting. And when I said I was leaving, he got angry." My chest tightened. That single word hit harder than any explanation could. Suddenly, every small detail from the past weeks flashed through my mind. The late-night phone checks, the secretive laughs over text, the work event stretching past midnight. I wanted to speak, to ask what she had gotten herself into, but before I could, headlights swept across the living room curtains. A car slowed in front of our house. She froze. "That's him," she whispered. I moved toward the window, but she grabbed my arm. "Don't. Please, just let him go," she hissed, voice breaking with guilt and fear. The car sat there, engine humming softly, before finally pulling away. She collapsed onto the couch, burying her face in her hands. "I messed up," she murmured, barely audible. "I messed up so bad." I watched the woman I thought I knew unravel and realized my marriage had already ended, long before that knock ever came. She finally looked up, eyes red and swollen, and whispered the words that shattered whatever hope remained. It wasn't just a message or a drink. It went further. "I didn't think you'd ever find out." Silence settled, thick, heavy, growing with every passing second. I didn't yell. I didn't demand names. The truth was already there, impossible to ignore, breathing between us. She tried to explain, words tumbling out between sobs, how it started as a mistake, how she felt lonely, how she thought I didn't notice her anymore. Every sentence sounded rehearsed, something she told herself to make it seem less cruel. I listened, not for excuses, but to remember this moment, the night everything changed. When she finally stopped, I said the only thing that came to mind. "You texted me at 4 a.m. to say something came up. I just didn't realize that something was the end of us." She broke down again, begging for forgiveness, promising therapy, time, change, all the things that should have come before betrayal. But all I felt was calm, the kind that comes when pain has done all it can. As dawn crept through the curtains, she fell asleep on the couch. I stood by the door, staring at the faint glow outside, the same door she had pounded on hours ago, begging to come in. I didn't wake her. I just left the key beside her phone and walked out, finally understanding that some doors, once open, can never truly be closed.